Virgo, this is your July 2023 soul story. If you have a sun rising or your moon is in the sign, this is your reading for the month ahead. It's Romy. Thanks so much for taking the time to support the channel and tune in for this month's cosmic conversation. We're opening up with the energy of the King of Pentacles. Now, this is a month that will be consumed with matters of the heart, and you are looking focused and actually remaining incredibly grounded as you navigate the waves of energy that are going to be all around you and inviting you, sometimes forcing you to address and face things in your world. We open up the month with this square of Venus and Uranus right ahead of the full moon in Capricorn. And it's inviting us to break free. You know, we have this pressure point that's building. And as the full moon in Capricorn lights up that fifth house for you, where we have a focus around really balancing work and play, themes around children in your life, around romance, and notably around pleasure and passion. And, you know, you will be feeling sensitively and tenderly and sometimes painfully through the month of July, where perhaps you have abandoned or where there's a lack or where there are things that need to be addressed in these areas for you. So that full moon in Capricorn is revealing information. When we have information, that knowledge is power, and it's going to help to provide a powerful reset for you. Now, Cancer season, we understand, really focuses on, you know, the importance of that inner parenting, of being able to take care of the inner child within us. And as we make our way towards Venus going retrograde and Chiron going retrograde this month, everything connected into the heart space is sort of laid bare. Now, what's supportive for you is as we make our way after that full moon in Capricorn, on the 9th of the month, the asteroid goddess Pallas Athena is going to shift into your sign, Virgo. The following day, we also have Mars making its way into your sign. Here, we don't want to wage war on ourselves. This is about finding a whole new strategy to take care of mind, body, and soul. In fact, this month is inviting you to find all of the ways to be able to soothe your nervous system and find a moment of calm, even when you're riding that wave. So as the adrenaline, as the challenge and this sort of the extreme nature of some of the energies that might be around you, you know, we can still sort of find that eye of the storm feeling. Now, Judgment says that there is watershed moments for you that are building through this month of July. You may have already met them. You may just be feeling into what that might look like for you, and it might be over the next few weeks as we really deal with what the themes of this Venus retrograde are all about. Remember, you know, the arc of influence of these transits, the astrological climate, you know, means that, you know, the divine timing is different for everybody, but there's a major choice or decision that's looming on the horizon for you. And, you know, we need to pay attention to how we're feeling. And that energy of Pallas Athena and Mars is saying, listen, you know, the greatest victory requires no battle, as the art of war would state. And so this new strategy means that you have to look at something that has not been working, but is directly pertaining to something on a heart level for you. You will find the answers, because the reclaiming and the readdressing of the balance is being highlighted really powerfully for you through this month. Now, in Cancer season, we're also working with 11th house energy, which, you know, falls in your areas of hopes and dreams. We have to remember that the manifestations that, you know, we set our intentions towards are not just what we desire, but they're also who we are. And, you know, if we are not embodying, if we're not vibrating, if at a cellular level we truly don't believe the things that we are setting a course for, then this is the month where you're going to be facing that resistance, or you're going to be seeing that fracture line in your own soul story. Now, the Eight of Wands suggests powerful conversations. Yeah, having to go back over things, having to revisit things, dealing where things have become dissolved or undone. But it's not all challenge. Remember, these retrograde transits also bring in powerful blessings, because where we've done the work, we start to see things making their way towards us that perhaps have been held back. And in the themes around Venus especially, where we look at money, we look at love, we look at beauty, you can have things coming in like windfalls or money that's been owed to you. If you're trying to purchase or buy something, you can find an exceptional deal. In regards to love, especially around those soulmate and twin flame relationships, you have an opportunity to revisit, to come back into an engaged situation where you get to go back over what happened, what went wrong. And even if there are breakups or separations or challenges to deal with, there's a readiness and a willingness to have this rebirth. Now, you are facing away from this, so there is still something that I see you're trying to avoid or trying to put on the back burner. Spirit won't let you this month, Virgo. So even if you have your own strategy of what you think the priority might be, there's a sense, I feel, that you're going to be kind of carried in this divine stream of consciousness that says, no, this is where we want you to be. And, as we work with that Cancerian water energy, there is an ability for you to more tenderly kind of accept and intuitively understand, some of the things that perhaps you've buried because it's felt, I'm just not ready to go there. Yeah. We have to remember our intention becomes our behavior, which then becomes that practice, that daily practice. And then it's second nature, and then it's simply who we become. And so, the world is not going to abandon you if you stop to take a little more time to refocus around those intentions and to kind of have those important conversations with yourself. Now, the Page of Cups, Eight of Wands, it's telling me that there is meaningful, constructive conversation happening in the areas and with the people that you need it to through the course of this month. Sometimes there can be a little naivety with that Page of Cups. Yeah? Can we really be so naive to think that this can work, or that this can resolve, or that this can figure itself out, or that this is possible? But that's the very nature of working and coming from the heart space, isn't it? We have to sit in the energy sometimes of possibility. We have to live the questions without truly knowing if something will work or play itself out. But we have to come to a point of understanding and agreement and devote ourselves to just being all in regards to something. The portal, the gateway here, feels to me like it's the building up to Lionsgate next month. So, the significance and the potency of July is also sort of preparing you for that. It feels significant. We look at the sort of size of it and you're almost sort of dwarfed as you contemplate what might lie ahead for you. And yet again, even though there's some cloud formations building, there's this sense of being powerfully guided, and the illumination of that moon there. Again, the Capricorn energy coming in early on in July, just really saying, look, here are the ways that, you really want to live your life. Here are the things that truly make you happy. Are you doing them? And if not, why not? And if there are areas that need to be addressed and improved, then let's do it. Let's get on with it. Let's have the hard conversations. Because once we can move past that, then we get to open ourselves up to this whole new chapter and this whole new level of experience. And I think, this is something that you need to pay attention to, because over the coming weeks, there is this sense of this whole new way that you're going to be experiencing life in some regards. And that's as a direct result of that judgment energy, that rebirth, those decisions, those choices. Now, sometimes they feel like they're taken out of our hands. And, as we work towards the 17th, we've got the new moon in Cancer coming in 25 degrees, but we also have the North Node coming into Aries. Yeah, and as it does, there's this sense of, 8th house energy, the rebirth, but this powerful kind of rising phoenix-like experience for you that just says, okay, I'm fully ready. Remember, North Node energy is about growth, the fulfillment of our highest expression, our destiny. And so there's something pulling and calling you, and you cannot keep putting it on hold. You cannot keep brushing it to the side. It's too significant. Now, Temperance comes in and says, yes, there's a divine timing and play for everything. And we also have to find that sense of balance and equilibrium. Again, that's where Pallas Athena is going to support you this month, that new strategy to take care of mind, body and soul. Like I said, soothing the nervous system will help you find the calm to manage some of the things that are going through. But there's an awful lot of tenderness and an awful lot of healing that I'm also seeing emerging through the course of this month for you. And that grounded energy of the King of Pentacles, if I can get him just to turn around and to see all of the things that are showing up, spiritually speaking, and in the physical to support you this month, then you would willingly kind of walk into those, 20-foot waves. You would take that kind of run through, the most impossible sort of gauntlet. Like it would be something that you would say it's worth it. Now, as we make our way past that new moon in Cancer, and just to express that I feel around that time for you, there's something really important to pay attention to in regards to where you feel the temptation or the pull to return or go back to something. Yeah, because there's always a sort of nostalgia with Cancer energy. Yeah, and in the 11th house, you're also looking at groups, you're looking at friendships, you're looking at kind of connections, but there also might be some sort of red flags that are emerging or coming up for you. The devil is such a powerful teacher for us, and this month it's no exception, because I think what it's really here to kind of demonstrate to you is how far you've come, but also the areas that still need to be addressed and there's more work to do. Now, July is one of these months where there are like numerous kind of roadblocks and speed bumps. The astrological climate, just in terms of the squares and the oppositions coming through, that can feel frustrating. It can feel difficult to be able to almost sense that we're actually making any progress, but we are. Even when we're having to circle back to things, we're still moving forward. And what comes up for you in terms of where you have been fixed, tethered, bonded, where you have been obsessed, or there's been something that has continuously brought about this energy of resistance and stress for you. This is your month to be able to start to work to heal this. And, whether it's pertaining to another person, and that's powerfully highlighted through the Venus retrograde, whether it's that relationship to self or something that's going on in another area of your life. Again, the symbolic arrival of this guide for you this month is something in hindsight you'll look back and say, well, I'm really glad that I was shown that, or that I truly was able to come into a place of acceptance with it. And I think that's another theme for you through the course of July, is definitely acceptance. Now, as we move our way into Leo energy from the 22nd of the month, same day that Venus will actually station retrograde, even though you've been working with those themes for some time, there's something about this sense of completion that's coming up for you. Okay, and this completion is saying, there is a cycle that we have to sort of address. Now, it's 12th house energy for you, right? So there's a lot going on behind closed doors. And, you're sitting with what having to face what you need to be healed. And then you're going to be transcending and becoming sort of untethered. There's almost this sense of being unbound in the normal perception of reality. So it's a deeply spiritual time for you through the second half of July, having some incredible experiences, I think, that will really help to open your mind and shatter some illusions, perhaps even with the people and the relationships and connections in your life. But all of this supportive and helpful for you being able to really recognize the accomplishments and how far you've come, but also restate and reclaim what matters, what's important, and what needs to be rejuvenated. Okay. Now, if you're new to the channel, we pull the final 3 cards in our extended version of the reading. You can find the link for that in the comment and the description box underneath. And now we talk for another 25-30 minutes. Just go deeper into the month ahead and give you further messages. That universe was a little bonus one there. Okay. Now, this month, in support of the soul stories, I've also recorded the soul meditations around heart healing, and we also have a journey to help you if you are incredibly sensitive around solar flare activity. So again, you'll find the links for these in the comment and description box underneath. So I'm just going to go ahead and clarify the main reading just now, Virgo. Okay, now Chiron is going to move retrograde on the 23rd, yeah, right after Venus. And, you know, these can be painful in terms of what they expose or what they reveal to us. But at the same time, that's where the growth sits, yeah? What do we have for judgment? The wheel, interesting, Wheel of Fortune. Some interesting surprises coming through for you this month. I love the energy actually of this rebirth echoed again with death coming through. 3 major arcanas again. I mean, what a powerful reading you had through the month of June. Destiny spoke, didn't it? So, you know, July is still helping you to sort of catch your breath in a way and process and assimilate, you know, what that meant for you. Page of Cups, bringing in the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. There is such a sense of sort of coming full circle with things, you know, in all areas of your life. You'll really, really feel that through the month of July. Another energy of Temperance coming through there. There's the healing from the removal of that toxicity, you know, but we have to do the work, don't we? You know, it's one thing to accept something and to, you know, to own it and to say, yes, I'll be accountable. But the real test, if you like, and, you know, the universe will be testing us this month, is change behavior. Yeah, it's being able to really address your emotional responses. And I think one of the things that you'll really be paying attention to this month, Venus retrograde says you can't change them. You can't change them. But you can change how you relate to them, okay? So that will be a big one in regards to any of the key relationships that seem to be coming under the spotlight for you over this transit, which, remember, is going to run right through to September 3rd, yeah? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull a Life Soul Vision Oracle. This is actually my own deck. If you have not already seen it, please check it out over on the website. You'll see the box here. And also Moon Musings, which is a collection of my soul channel transmissions. If you enjoy my work, please check out these creative projects. Okay, so we're just going to start with 6 of Swords, Full Moon, Soulful Surrender. We have the Wishing Tree, beautiful. I like the childlike kind of whimsy that emerges with the energy of that card. And again, you know, this is what that Capricorn 5th house is trying to highlight to you, you know. It's not all about work. It's not all about the dedication. It's like we have to balance that in our life, you know. Portals of possibility, beautiful. Detours from the divine, interesting. Soul stories. Queen of Fire, Sacred Inner Flame, beautiful. Mercury will shift into Leo, fire sign, on the 10th of the month. Again, helping the communication through the course of this month to come from the heart, to be able to express, wear the heart on the sleeve, have passion, have purpose and intentionality to what it is that you're trying to get across and you're trying to share with the world, professionally, personally. Okay, so the Ocean Oracle deck for beautiful Cancer season. Cleansing Waters, beautiful. And we're also going to pull a Goddess energy for you this month. Lakshmi, beautiful abundance. Powerful Goddess energy to be opening to receive. Virgo, if you would like to join me for the extended, we'll go deeper into this reading. We'll also cover a personal question, a relationship card, and just give you much more insight for the month ahead. Thank you so much for tuning in and for being here. I hope this helps support you through the month. I will see you again next time. You take good care.